Welcome to another episode of your Career Corner, where we're trying to empower you guys with the things that are available that you can do, say 2020 and forward. Because in 2020 and 2020 and forward, so you can make yourself a bit of money, whether it's like a full-blown career or it's a thing that's a side cash or side gig, which is my main man is going to be talking about here. But without wasting time, let my main man introduce himself. Sir, please introduce yourself and just tell the people what do you do for a living in 2020.
Yes, hello viewers of One Nation. It's One Nation, right? Youth Development.
Yes.
I've got it, don't worry. Malusi here. My name is Malusi Nisi, and I run a YouTube channel called RedLive, and I'm an entrepreneur. Also, I did work in web development as well. So yeah, I'm a person who's into IT. But like the hostess said, we are moving forward, trying to get into the 2020 and beyond type of things, those type of careers, and that's what I'd love to discuss with you guys.
Okay, cool, Mr. I call you Mr. RedLive. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep calling you Mr. RedLive. Keep on putting a plug.
It's all good.
When they type there and say Melusi, the RedLive, they won't find. I want them to find Mr. RedLive. RedLive, I got introduced to your YouTube channel. It was last year, I think it was mid last year or early last year, if I'm not mistaken. Just take us through the journey, brother. What made you decide, okay, I want to start a YouTube channel? Because I've noticed another thing. Most people who are on YouTube in South Africa, it's females, most of them. Not saying that you are, don't get it, like it's just that predominantly it's dominated by females. But what made you, because yours is actually, if not the dominant, but one of the most dominant. You're about to hit 100Ks. You're going to get to all of that, but just background, what made you say, I want to start a YouTube channel?
Okay, my journey actually has a little bit of God in it, funny enough. In 2015, I was working for a company. They got a contract to make a website for a church. I don't think I won't say the name of the church, but they wanted a website for a church. And back in those days, for those that have worked in IT, when someone wants a website, they say, hey, we want a website that looks like synagogues one. So they wanted the same type of thing, to put up videos on their website, and so everything must link with the website. So what I suggested to them is that let us use YouTube, and we'll upload the videos onto YouTube, and I will link it to the website, so that they don't have to get a lot of web space to keep the videos, because YouTube, you upload the videos and it's free basically. So that's what it came about. I created the channel. It was just to test and upload and to see if it links to the website before I created the church YouTube channel. So in 2015, I created the channel. I uploaded a video, linked it with the website just on my side, on the back end, testing that everything works. They gave me their channel, then I linked it to their channel. And about, I think towards the end of the year, 2015, September, I got an email from Google, YouTube. They were like, hey, you've reached a threshold. Your video is almost at 1 million views, and we want to pay you. Send us your details, confirm. That one video, I posted one video. It was one video. It was me and my colleagues talking. I remember at the time we were talking about what was it? It was a gangbang. Hey, I don't know if I can say it here, but we were just having an office discussion on the record of office things. You get into weird discussions in the office. So it was one of those chilled, sit down with my colleagues video that I recorded and uploaded to YouTube just to test for the actual website. And the video got it was close to 1 million views. The video itself, actually, my first ever paycheck from YouTube was about 21,000 rand something. So the video had made, and I hadn't even checked it, by the way. I uploaded the video, never got back to it, never checked it again. Towards the end of the year, your video is doing this, we need to confirm your details. So you have to kind of, they post you something. I actually registered it with my work address, because like I said, it was a work thing. So I got the letter at work, put in the PIN, and they asked for my banking details. They paid me, and I was like, wow, so YouTube can pay. From there, I started doing videos about news, South African news. I was doing it live at first, so it was like my face. I was just talking about the news, and then I eventually went on to voiceovers.
Oh, okay. Wait, when you say voiceovers, you mean those videos that you post where it's basically you are talking about, let's say, a subject or somebody, and then you call those for voiceovers?
Yes, yeah, those are so yeah, after a while I went to voiceovers. The reason why I went to voiceovers, honestly, I wanted to learn how to edit videos. So I got some well, at work they got software, and then I started using that software to edit videos with, and I wanted to learn how to edit videos. So I did voiceovers. Later on, I wanted to learn how to do audio. I got a microphone, played around, and that's how my journey began. I just wanted to learn from there and just improve
from on what you had, because I like what you're saying, because you becoming a YouTuber, let me just bring you closer to my face. You becoming a YouTuber, basically it mixed the background that you already had, which is working on the internet already. You're already working on the internet, doing web development, and then by, say, God's grace, you stumbled into a client that said they wanted to have a channel. They wanted to have like a website that's going to run video as well. So you took the two and you combined it, which is a thing that I'm finding a common thread with people who are successful, because you are one of the most successful people actually I'm interviewing here. I don't know if you know that, but you're one of the most. And what I'm noticing about them is there's always a combination of mixing two things and making it into one. That I'm saying, like for instance, exactly what you're saying, mixing web and then saying, okay, cool, me mixing web and then just testing this thing, and the next thing Google is offering me a check for something that wasn't even supposed to be a thing, and you're like, hey, wait a minute, there's like a thing here. So now tell me your growth again, and how did your growth of the channel, how did you decide, okay, cool, this is what I want to focus on? Because people stumble when they're starting these channels. They at times, because I know you have a couple, you have one that covers soccer, then you have Red Hot News. Then how did you say, when, okay, me, I'm going to settle with covering this Red Hot News, covering celebrities and basically what's going on in the country? Because I feel like your channel is literally a gateway. If you don't know what's going on in South Africa, like in a week, you can go to a channel and say, okay, I'm clueless what's been going on in South Africa in a week. I can go to RedLive's channel and click it and watch whatever videos he has, like the 3, 4, 5 videos. It will update you what's been going on, whether it's in pop culture, whether it's in politics, and sometimes whether it's in sports. How did you say, I want to settle and say, this is the niche I'm going to have in the market, in the YouTube space?
All right. Well, like I said, in the beginning, I started doing news. Obviously, when you're growing up, you watch a lot of news, from living with my parents to then living by myself. I was always caught up with news. And in the beginning of my channel, the original one, I did do news, like this type of news you'd see on SAPC News, things of that nature. And then after that, I remember I started getting into watching other YouTube videos, so that's when I also started getting into YouTube myself. And a lot of the content was about overseas artists. You'd go in, you'd find these channels, they're talking about their celebrities overseas, and I realized that there wasn't any like literally when I started back in 2016 posting those videos on like a consistent weekly basis, there wasn't a YouTube channel where you can go in and get South African celebrity news. So I was like, you know what, they're doing it for Americans, I'm going to do it for South Africans, which is why to this day I strictly focus on South Africa. I feel like the Americans, they have their own YouTubers. South Africa deserves their own YouTuber who does videos at a quality and at a like I always pride myself. I tell my friends, the reason why my channel has done so well is because I give you that international quality with local news. That's what I tell people who always ask me about my channel. So that is what inspired me. I'm not going to say I came up with something original. I saw what the Americans was doing and I decided to do it for here in South Africa for our celebrities. They deserve to be celebrated as well.
I love what you just said about priding yourself in quality. That's another thing that, like, I feel like whoever wants to be a YouTuber, don't just come here and say, I'm just going to post random videos, not thought out, and then think it's going to boom. Next thing, I'm going to be close to 100 subs, 100,000, like RedLive. Because that's a thing that I noticed with the channel as well. As much as I joined in like sometime like early last year, but in terms of equality and the level of equality that you have, it's not just some random thing that is recorded with poor quality. Like it shows, no, like I'm serious, because there's YouTubers, I'm not dissing anybody, because there's always room for improvement. But also, you find that you're listening to the channel like, yo, this person is standing like they were doing this video like they're sleeping where they are, and they just woke up and they're just saying this thing like, oh, by the way, South African celebrities today, and you're like, but why don't you put that level of pride and saying, to listen, even the quality I'm producing, it's A, because you can literally take your videos and put them on SABC right now the way that they are. I'm even surprised SABC post you and say, hey, Mr. RedLive, instead of you can have the videos after, but can't you just have a thing where during the week you do like a little thing for us and you give us your, because that's the level of quality that you have on your videos. 3 or 4 videos, they can literally have a whole episode on SABC the way that it is. It doesn't have to be re-edited, it doesn't have to be remastered or re-qualifies, if that's the way they want to.
No, I get you. And thank you very much for that. That is, I guess you're going to ask me that question, but why do I do it? That's why I personally do YouTube. I do it for the quality. I never put out a video of low quality to my standards. And I never do. The reason why I get that on and off type of periods, I like to think of myself as someone who's not really into YouTube for the money. I do it when I feel it. Like, I do have moments where, other times I'm simply working on other things, but sometimes I just don't feel it. I don't just, get up and say, let me just wing it. Let me just put out a video for the day just to have a video up. Personally, I do have that pride in that. I want the video that I'm working on now to be the best video I've put up on my channel. So that's how I take it from video to video.
Oh, I was about to ask you, why don't you upload every day? But you've answered me as well. Basically, quantity over quality, like quality over quantity. Like you can flash out 20 videos in a day, but if the quality is not there, people are going to end up video saying, that this guy is a child. Yours is like you take a couple of days off, but now when you come back, like it's gotten to a point when like we don't miss any video. Because I have this crazy thing that I do. I download the videos and I watch them on my TV. Like literally, like I'm telling you right now, when I wake up in the morning, I'll download them on YouTube. And I'll download on YouTube, and then I'll put them on the stick on the USB, and then I'll watch them over TV. If I've missed 2 of your videos, so I know I've got 2 RedLive videos I'm going to watch back to back on TV, because the quality is that great. It feels like I'm watching something that I would have watched growing up as a kid on SABC. Growing up as a kid, it feels like I watch them, which is like another thing that I want other YouTubers to actually understand when they're putting up content. No, don't just like bombard people with like this. I want to have equality, like so much content. Let me have quality. If I have to take a couple of days off or even a week off to make sure the next video I take out is of that high quality, it's much better than just saying, just want to put out anything. So now, my brother, we was about to touch on this, and I wanted to ask you about this thing, the challenges that you faced as a YouTuber. I know there's this big, massive one, but I want you to be the one who explains it to the people who are going to see you for the first time, to know, there's nothing called smooth sailing in any industry that you work in. There's always going to be ups and downs, but we pick ourselves up and we grow. The challenges that you faced when, as a YouTuber, just unpack for us.
All right. I'll start with the first challenge. Let's just take it from the beginning. The first challenge I got was on my earlier videos. People were complaining, saying, RedLive, your videos, it sounds like you're recording in a toilet. It sounds like you're recording in a very small room. Your audio sounds like crap. So the next, what I did, no, seriously, that's, but you know what? I appreciate those type of comments, because those are constructive criticisms that have helped me improve the quality. So from there, I bought a microphone. I realized that it had an echo. It still sounded like, the voice sounded better, but I still had an echo. From there, I put, some sound dampening on the room. From there, that is how I got the audio. So challenge number 1 was the audio. Like I said, I went to voiceover, so challenge via image. It wasn't really an image. I just got images, high quality images, and then I learned how to edit them, have them moving in, zooming in and out, and all of those things, moving from left to right, putting them on when I'm talking about something specific, put that specific picture. Next challenge that I got was, there was a time where YouTube started demonetizing content. So meaning,
yes, I remember those days.
It hit me. For those that were there, my channel got demonetized. It was for a good 4 months. I didn't make a single cent for 4 months. My channel got demonetized. They reviewed it. I had to delete a lot of videos. I remember at the time there was those videos, the dancing videos, where you just put to dancing, and those videos did make my channel. And I'll be very transparent, they made me a lot of money. Those videos were getting millions of views, millions. of views. No, I made a lot of money off Zoto Abantu's trekking. As I'm not even gonna lie, if she's watching this, she must know that we all want views once upon a time. Yeah, but I got hit by the YouTube apocalypse. I deleted all those dance-off videos, all the videos where I had people dancing. Deleted those, and then my channel got monetized again. And the biggest challenge that I've actually ever encountered was last year on August the 4th. I even remember the date. My channel got hacked. Yeah, I remember the date and everything. My channel got hacked. I recently got it back. I actually got it back on the 3rd of August, a day before it got hacked the previous year. Yeah, so all this time I have been going back and forth with YouTube, and they were saying they can't find it, and then I just gave up on the channel. And then a couple of weeks prior to me getting it back, they were like, okay, we found your channel, can you just now sort of like put some security measures on it, confirm that it is yours, is this your cell phone number, do you recognize any of these things? And then I told them what I recognized, and I got my channel back. It lost about 6,000 subscribers, because when it got hacked, I was at 97,000 subscribers. So now it's back. It's got it got hacked at 97,000 subscribers. So I was 3,000 subscribers away from that 100K last year in August. So but I got it back. We're back. We're at 91,000 now. So
almost at 100,000. I'm glad I'm doing this video before you have like 100,000. Like, it's a huge milestone, brother. Like, for a person, because like most people will give up at this stage. Because I remember like watching it, everything unfolding live from the time we were being informed by another YouTuber that your channel got hacked, and then you started another one, and somehow we're able to find you again when you started the other one, and you started growing it up again. Now I'm sure what you had even said, forget about this one, let me grow this one, and this one comes back to show Guti, the persistence and not giving up in a thing that you really love. At the end of the day, it does work out. I'm sure Guti, even it got hacked. Now that you have it back and you're on the pace for 100,000, it's a great feeling, man. It's a really great feeling. Which at least you would have had it last year, or by this time, maybe I'll be going for 200,000 now. But the fact that you are about to hit the 100,000, this milestone, which is great, and we're championing you, bro. Like, I always wake up and check with how hasn't he hit 100,000 every day. Like, I will check. A couple of YouTube channels I follow from other platforms, from other content creators. I'll check yours. Man, it's not 100,000. We can't celebrate it yet, but it's gonna go. Which is dope. So if you start this YouTube journey, don't just come here thinking, it's going to be like the land of milk and honey. It's going to be like, just today I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna hit 100,000, I'm gonna make 1 million rand. Because there's other things like YouTube pays. I'm gonna quit my job and just go do YouTube alone. I love the fact that you told me that you have another job that you're doing, and then you do YouTube. That thing, but also it's a thing that is bringing you a bit of revenue. Was good now, Mr. RedLive. So in case ufaki jacket enhle uyifakile ube ulo yabona njalo. Another thing I wanna not erase, but I want to show like kids, because we're doing this for kids who are still in high school, who still are not sure. They're not sure what's really going on out there. And I'm not going to go to university. I'm going to start YouTube and do YouTube. Yes, you may be lucky to do it full time. Be successful doing it full time, but the chances of that happening, and especially in South Africa, are very, very slim. So it's nice to us. I do YouTube, but I've got something else that is actually help fit my lifestyle, pay my bills. Then because nothing stops you from editing videos, let's say after work or whatever the case may be, and putting it up. Whatever.
That's true.
Nothing stops you from saying, okay, I'm only going to drop my YouTube content only on weekends. Let's say I drop on Sunday or Saturday. Nothing stops you from doing that. And then as long as the quality, going back to the thing we're talking about, me and you, the quality of the content is of that high level, people are always going to levitate to your channel. Hands down.
That is true.
There's no way, Ganjal. Okay, cool. So any advice you can give to a person who basically wants to start YouTubing, just my tips in okay, fine. Maybe if you can look at this and look at that. I mean, looking from the things that where you started from, because I'm sure with everybody who does anything, there's always an easy way of doing things, but you discover that like halfway through, like, man, if I had just done this earlier, I wouldn't be aware. And like, for instance, with me, if I had thought about doing videos like this on Instagram and then downloading them and editing them and put them on YouTube, I'll probably be sitting on like 200 careers I would have covered like by now. But now it took time when everybody was at home and during the pandemic. I was like, wait a minute, the content I have is actually very helpful. Because me, I was thinking about like quality, because I'm sure if you saw the videos I did in the beginning, I would come to Mr. RedLive, sit with you outside in your garden or in your office or wherever you are and interview you from there or your home. But now with this, I'm like, quality is not that much different. But now what this allows me, first, it allows me to get the person to actually talk longer and go into detail. Two, it's in the comfort of your own home. After you've done this, for all I know, you could be wearing your underwear right now. Like, after this, I'm going to bed. The content, you all comfortable with your own home. After this, you have to go do other things. You don't have to this is for the One Nation 2 crew. Then I'm going to attend. So any advice that you can give to like YouTubers, upcoming YouTubers in South Africa, also I want to YouTube, things that may help speed up their career in terms of selecting the content that they put up as well, because your content is very unique. As much as people cover celebrities, but the way that you do it, it's also, I always say, why don't you have t-shirts? We'll buy your t-shirts. Your brand is that powerful. Like, why doesn't he have that t-shirts, beanies? We'll buy these things from him most, just to show his support, Nanjan. Any other thing that you can with the YouTubers?
No, first of all, I like to say I like how you are looking on the bright side of the pandemic and lockdown and how you made it work for you. That is also quite inspiring. I hope people are listening to that. But when it comes to advice to starting a YouTube channel, for me, I'm going to just give you how I started. And my advice from my perspective is that get into YouTube, do something that you enjoy or something you want to learn. For me, it was something that I wanted to learn. I started YouTube because I wanted to learn how to edit videos. And then after a while, I got good at it. But then I started improving. I wanted to get better and better and better. I learned audio. I mean, I can now sort of manipulate audio because of my journey. So don't get into YouTube for that solely monetary reason. Think of it as a way to expand and sort of like broaden your skill set. Don't just think about it as money. If you are in it and you are genuine and you do put in the work, the money will follow. There's no I'm not even going to lie to any YouTuber and tell you that you're not going to make it. If you put in the work and you are consistent and you're doing something that you enjoy, someone will see you. People think that the only way to make money is through YouTube. You can get have a channel that doesn't have the views as RedLive, but then maybe your content is appealing to a brand. That brand comes up to you and say, hey, can you, do a sponsored video like that? You make money. So to anybody who's watching this, don't think that the only way to make money off YouTube is through YouTube. Do what you can, do what you enjoy. Someone out there, especially if it's a niche thing, someone out there will see you and someone will come through and the money will follow. As long as you are doing something that you enjoy, something that is bettering you, making you grow. Don't just get up here and think you want to be the next RedLive, spit out news that you're not even interested in. Like you said, I've also seen those channels, they're doing news, but you can see that this person has no idea about those celebrities. For me, I will say this, I do follow celebrities and I do have, not like a stalkerish type of investment in their life, but I do follow celebrities, so I could literally go off the top of my head and tell you some stuff about celebrities rather than me actually having to now read it. And you understand, there is that disconnect when you are reading and you are relying on what you are getting from an article and you can't even put your own sort of knowledge into it. So I do have, I suppose I've got that Mkosi knowledge in me. And I do enjoy, celebrities, more so rappers, more. I think I do tend to, go to the rapper side of things. I do enjoy music more often than not. So do something that you love, and it will show. That's what I want to say to anyone who wants to get into YouTube. Do something that you enjoy and put it out there on the internet. Starting a channel is free. Don't do it for the money. Do it for you, basically.
Basically, I know, my brother, you've said ngathini ngesizulu kuthiwa uyisoka lamanyaka la uyabeka uyakwazi ukubeka yabona. You've said everything we needed and I feel like our interview has gone better the way that I planned on it going. Thank you very much for the time. And people, please, when you're watching this 5 years, 10 years from now, please check out this guy's channel. It's RedLive. It's RedLive. It covers news almost every day, every second of the day. in the country. Yes.
I'm gonna definitely try to be more consistent when it comes. But you know what? Like I said, for me, I don't do YouTube for the money thing, and because of that, I have to do something else for the money. I do know, obviously, if I was to sit down and put my mind to it and say, you know what, I'm going to be a YouTuber, I'd have to make those videos every day, which is going to be an interest. There was a time before my channel got hacked where I did sit down with myself and I was like, you know what, I'm a YouTuber now, video every day guaranteed, you know. Nale, it's, you know, the reason why I don't post every day is because I have to make ends meet, you know. Bills gotta get paid, man. The car doesn't care with COVID, you know. You still gotta pay for it. Understand? Rates, bonds, you know, they don't care with the COVID or you're a YouTuber. Say, no, don't bank, don't take the house, you know, I had a bad month. No, they don't care about that. So, you know, you gotta make ends meet. So for me, I do YouTube because I enjoy it right now. And that is why I started from scratch. You know, I did have another channel. I had the option to, you know, start my channel and continue on that one. But I decided to start from scratch without money and anything because I enjoy making videos, because I enjoy editing videos. So that's why I personally do it. I'm not gonna feed you some funny lie or some other story. I did videos, I do YouTube because I enjoy it. End of story.
And it's dope that you're saying that, because most of the people that you'll find on the channel that we are on, they always say the same thing. First and foremost, I literally enjoy what I do. That's the common thread I'm finding. You know, I haven't had anybody saying, I do it for the money. I mean, when I first started doing this thing, I even wanted to ask people, so how much? That's why I'm not even asking you, how much are you making a month? Because it's not really about that. Because you can just tell a person who enjoys doing what they do, even their quality of life. You can have a 10 rand in your pocket, but as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, you feel so much fulfilled. Opposed to a person who has 1 million rand, but they wake up every day to do something that they're miserable at, that they don't like doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's great advice that you're giving to the people. I really like what you're saying. And then obviously, if you enjoy doing what you do, the money comes. That's always the rule. The money always comes somehow. I'm sure your channel is monetized right now and you're making a bit of money here and there, which is very, very dope because, now, Mr. RedLive, is there anything else you want to add, or we can just end here? I'm okay now.
No. Thank you for having me, and all the best to you and your channel. I'll definitely try to link this video as well on my channel as well, so that other people and, you know, my followers as well can see it. But thank you for interviewing me. It was honestly great. I enjoyed it 100%, and all the best to you too, man. I enjoyed being here, to be honest.
Thank you. I'm going to definitely link your channel on the link below. So if he's watching YouTube, the RedLive channel is linked on his channel on YouTube, on our channel, One Nation Youth Development, One Nation Youth Development, below this video. Sir, before you leave, we have a beautiful slogan we are saying here, just like you have your hello, welcome to RedLive. We have our own saying that goes, Ratata, Career Corner, Ratata. Can you say it for us, sir?
Ratata, Career Corner, Ratata.
Cut. Thank you, my brother.